Here we have a 2015 on a 65 registration, Mercedes-Benz Atego 921L, Noone Turas 900, 33 seat midi coach. Now this one keeps coming back to haunt me because this is the third time I've had this vehicle up for sale, which isn't a bad thing. Just to sort of give you the history, it was new to Turas coaches up in Chorley, Lancashire. I sold it from them to a company down in London called MNE Transport. Unfortunately, earlier in the year, they went into liquidation. So I then sold it to Alpine Travel here in Llandudno, North Wales. And in fairness, the only reason that they're selling it, right, and Chris likes his Turas 900s because if you look down there, there's another two. And the only reason he's selling it is really he wanted a newer one, but this was all that was available at the time. I've now found him a newer one, so we're moving this on. Other than that, he'd keep it. He's got it booked in for paint, to be honest, but he might as well paint the other one when it comes. Bodywork, as you can see, straight as a die. Alloy wheels are fitted. Thing I like about these Turas 900s, two things really. One is the luggage, because in the old days of Cheetahs and Belugas, you didn't get that sort of luggage on a 33-seater, only on a 29. I'm going to shut that because otherwise you'll hear a horrible noise when we get on. Reverse camera's also fitted. Back down the near side, no issues on the body. Side access to the boot, you've also got a decent sized side locker there. On the other side, I didn't point it out at the time because I was waffling, there's a locker about half the size of that one. We've got a power operated plug type door. Number two, if you look at everything these days that's engineered on the Atego chassis, it is, the driver sits at the side of the engine, essentially on top, and that gives a very high, narrow, steep entrance. What Erdeman, the bodybuilders in Turkey that Noone used to body these vehicles, did, they engineered this vehicle so the engine sits in front of the driver like on a Vario. Because the biggest problem when Vario couldn't get to Euro 6, what do you replace it with? And this for me is the nearest thing you will come to Cheetah, Beluga, Nivelle, all that range of vehicles. So you've got quite a friendly entrance. Once we jump on board, we've got 33 reclining seats with 3-point seat belts. They're trimmed in half leather trim, black with this quite popular black and red Sigma maquette. Plenty of room in these as well. You know, they're not where, you know, you think of like your Cheetahs and that. Listen, they're a glorified van with seats in. This isn't. This feels like a proper coach. You've got full size seats rather than sort of narrow seats. You know, and it's just finished off nice with, you know, the plug door makes it feel more like a coach. You've got the wood effect flooring. It's fully air conditioned. It's a Spheros system on here, which is the same as you get in a Van Hool. You know, these are, I enthuse about these vehicles for two reasons. One, I think they're great, and two, they don't come up very often because nobody parts with them. In addition to your 33 seats, you've got the added bonus of a courier seat, so you can, you know, you can use it for little guided tours in hard to access places. Cockpit's well laid out for the driver, main banker switches for internal features to the right, multifunction steering wheel, everything exactly where you need them. It is a 210 brake horsepower Mercedes Euro 6 engine. That's driven through Mercedes's automated PowerShift 3 gearbox. Okay, so that's the technical bits as best I can do. But you know what? Don't hang about when you see this, because every time I put one of these up for sale, it goes in a heartbeat. So, you know, this is one of the hey, listen, It's an old adage, first to see will buy, it's salesman spiel, but in this case it does apply. It's a 2015 on a 65 registration, Mercedes Benz, Atego 921L, Noone Turas 900, 33 seat midi coach.